Hello and welcome. My name is Danielle, and I'm an ambassador with Rada Publishing House. Today, I'd like to welcome a very special guest with us, Karel. She is a client of Maya's and a contributing writer in the upcoming book, Infinite Cosmic Records, Sacred Doorways to Healing and Remembering, a book and healing modality created by Maya Verzinilla, aka Maya the Shaman. I'd like to congratulate you also for being chosen to be a contributing writer with Maya's upcoming book.
Thank you so much for having me here. And yes, I'm very, very blessed that Maya picked me as one of the co-writers in this book, in this upcoming book. So I just don't know what to say. I just felt so grateful right now. So yeah,
Well, we're happy to have you here at Rada
thank
Publishing
you.
House, and I look forward to hearing about your doorways.
Thank you.
Um, the the actual modality was originally created by Maya the Shaman, as you know. She's the original creatrix of Infinite Cosmic Records,
Mhm.
which is a powerful healing method that stems out of the Lemurian code healing. It's also, like I said, her original modality. In the book Infinite Cosmic Records, Stories of Healing and Remembering, is produced and published by Rada Publishing House. But before we get into your interview, I'd like to add that many of my clients, everything that they've been saying and what exactly this method is. So, Infinite Cosmic Records is so much more than a healing method. It's an adventure to many timelines. One of the things that one of our clients had said is it's a bit of a hybrid of a past life regression, Akashic records, or and if you're familiar with Dolores Cannon's work, you'll kind of understand what we mean by that. Others also call it like shadow work or inner child work, ancestral lineage work. And according to Maya, it just all depends upon the client's intention and what brought them to that session. Maya also would like to add that the most interesting thing about that separates Infinite Cosmic Records is just one step into the cosmic realm where clients are able to go into a multidimensional reality. It can be out of a planet experience or even being given the ability to open portals or other magical realms. Infinite Cosmic Records is also able to guide you and direct messages via messengers provided by the universe to support you. Also, your spirit guides show up too and support you along your journey. Others have also said that it's like an ayahuasca experience. So you do purge without any side effects, though. And so there's this Infinite Cosmic Records that is it's very healing, obviously, and it's kind of like a treat. You get to dive into, and
Yeah.
I know that many more records can be accessed through different doorways as you go through each different session. In my personal experience, I've had one session and I got through two doorways, so that was pretty phenomenal. So I can't wait for other people to hear about this modality. And also, I'd like to add that I'm a contributing writer in the upcoming books, so I look forward to you guys being able to hear about that. So, with all that being said, Karel, can you share with us what your experience was like working with Maya the Shaman with your cosmic records?
Man, how do I start with this? It's really, I would say it's really intense in that 1 hour session, I would say. It's also like, I don't know, there's like a mix of feeling like it's just, you know what they're telling you, as you get there. And like, especially my hands, but I'm gonna go more on that later on that experience. But yeah, it was whoa, mind blowing. I was like, yes, I would say this is all make a lot of sense. I would say I was like, yeah, that's how I felt on this process. And I would say also to add it up, it's also a lot. I would say it's all about visuals, what I see and what I feel. I cannot explain it more, but that's how I Like I
That's
see and feel things. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
that's how I experienced it too. And in fact, I think where you're going with that is like the imagination. So if you're able to visually imagine, if we were to sit here and close your eyes and say, "Oh, imagine, XYZ," you could see it in your mind. So that's kind of
Yeah.
what it felt like to me too.
Yes.
Did you experience any feelings or sensations outside of that?
Oh, sensations. Yes. Oh man, especially on my hands. On the second doorway that I had, but of course I'm gonna go through that later. Oh my God, I can't just go dive into it, but I was just, yes, yeah, sensation. Yeah,
Well, when
very. I was very surprised. And what I've been seeing on that, when I was doing that, and then sensation that I had, I was like, oh yeah, well, definitely makes a lot of sense. So, whew, yeah, very powerful.
when you started it out, then it sounds like it hit you really strongly. Was your intention when you went into that session?
So I contacted Maya about my experience about unlocking my one of my psychic gifts. Actually, I discovered it when I was a kid. I've been talking to myself more and more, so I didn't know that I was very clairaudient. And that time, I would say like before the year ends in 2021, I kind of like unlocked that ability, and I was just at first I was just like I was so scared because I even contacted my friend. I was like, I don't know what am I going to do right now? Do I have to relax or what am I going to do? And she said, just relax and breathe because you guys both freaked out, so I went to Mount Shasta last November, and we went to a specific falls, which is a fairy falls in Mount Shasta. So we contacted like some spirits there and fairies too. So it's really interesting. So that also came up. So I feel like that's probably the case after I build up my staff actually. Like I built up my staff, like it was really like it just came to me that I have to do it. And because of that, I unlocked my ability. So I did had so much questions about it. So Maya recommended me to do the infinite cosmic records, and which also my friends told me, like one of my friends told me that I have to do it because that's what I've been needing at that moment, and she felt good about it. And when she said that, I felt good about it too. So I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just do it,
I love it. And you dove in. So the
Yes.
so the intention when you started your session had a lot to do with a prior experience and wanting some answers. So do
Yes.
you remember your intention statement, or was it just based upon, like feelings and wanting to kind of bridge those answers?
I feel like yeah, more of like connecting the dots right now because I was like, why would I have to feel this way after me and my friend went there in Mount Shasta? Why me? Why of all people, why me? Why you guys want to unlock my abilities? So I feel like it's more of like remembering of what I used to. So it's more of like that. So I had like, yeah, so it's really
Beautiful.
intense. Yeah.
Okay. So could
So
you tell
that's
us about the doorways and how many you went through with this session?
yes. So I had two doorways actually. The first one, uh, it was um it was a metal door, which is of course it has handle on it. And then when I opened it, it was a little bit foggy, and then I'll the first thing that grasped me is the waterfalls in it, very big waterfalls, I would say. And then I have to like just observe the vicinity and on where to go. And then I saw a wooden bridge, and I was like, you know what, I have to go across there, and then I stopped because I saw an owl, and he, or I don't know, it was a he, because that kind of energy came to me. He pointed like on the right side to go there. He guided me through it. And another bridge that I have to cross, I was like, it looks like a dead end, but okay, I'm just gonna have to cross it. And then the owl just went on the right side, and I was like, why you gonna have to leave me hanging? But on my left side, there was fairies from that specific forest, and I talked to them, and they gave me a lot of things that I had to go through, that remembering that I am a Lemurian priestess, which is a big, huge impact for me, because I've been seeing those paths. Like, I feel like I've been doing this before, like,
Yeah.
and also the staff, they told me, because I didn't know how am I going to work with the staff that I just made. They told me that I have to do it to discern people, objects, places, maybe also portals as well. So that kind of gave me some cue about it. So it was really amazing to know. And also, before I went, I have to go to another doorway. They told me, wait, stop. Like that kind of energy. Every time I also talk to them, this is also what I feel. I'm just, they're always like giggling, because fairies, like, very childlike nature, very innocent kind of like nature. And wait, and then yeah, they said, wait, stop, don't go yet. We're gonna tell you about your love life. I was like, love life, and I was, okay, what do you want me to know? We don't want you to know like a lot at the moment, but know that we've been currently working on something right now. But also, we also want to let you know that this guy's gonna be also a Lemurian, which is probably like I met on my past life too. But he's also on this physical dimension. And what else do I need to know? They said he's a tan skin or brown skin. That's all. And after that, I thank them for giving me all these information. So I went back all the steps that yeah I yeah before I went to them. So yeah, so it was a very powerful experience. So the second doorway that I'm going to explain right now is that doorway is really intense. So it was a gold, big, huge doorway with a handle on it. When I opened the door, I visualized again another light fog, and then I thought I was about to fall, but I just found myself on a steep hill, I should say. And then on my right side, there's a wolf waiting for me, to just, I want to guide you through where you're going. So I followed the wolf all the way to long wooden bridge that I don't feel like I could trust to walk on it, but I was like, you know what? It looks so stable. So, okay, yeah, we'll just go walk through it. It's just so long, but I just had to go through it. And then on the other side of the bridge, I saw elemental orbs, which is very interesting. And I would say, like, some of the words that they also said, they also mentioned that kind of like similar to what the fairy told me, like I'm a Lemurian priestess, but more of like they have a serious like energy,
Okay.
but very loving at the same time. Yeah, very profound love. I felt that right at that moment. And they told me that I have to nurture my talents, I have to nurture my gifts, whatever that I have to like access in this lifetime. Also, what's also really interesting on that moment is that they also gave me a vision within a vision. So I saw a book, and then it was opening up, and I saw the Merkaba symbol. Yeah, Merkaba symbol on the book. And they want me to learn more about the Merkaba, maybe work on that energy more. And I feel like it's connected to the ascension, you know. I would say so, because I feel like yeah, I feel like I have to like um yeah, work on more of that, more like study or research more about it. And as soon as I'm talking to them, mm, my first my first glimpse of my hand was a color green hands, like symbolizes about, I would say, growth.
Okay.
I would say it was really interesting because kind of like signaling me to just look at my hands, and I was like, okay, well, this is really interesting because I also love working with my hands. And yeah, that for some reason I just love being, just digging to be more creative and stuff like that. So the second time that they were also signaling me to look at my hands, it was different color. It was a color yellow, white, yellow, white color of my hands, and I was like, huh. So Maya has just been guiding me through it, and yeah, this is what I see. But also at the same time of on that vision of my hands, I started to feel some sensations too, like vibrating like a lot more than like the usual. So I was like, whoa, okay. So it's a lot of purification, a lot of like process, probably purging it out, all the things that no longer serves me. And then I feel like the elemental orbs kind of stopped talking to me at that point, and they want me to guide me through the forest. And then I saw a man walking right in through me, and I just want to describe how he looks like and everything. He's wearing a long lightish white blue kind of gown, and his hair was kind of long and has a beard on it, and his name is Alan. And he told me he told me that he's also like one of the spirit guides I'm also like guided to, like besides the fairies and the elemental orbs, which is really beautiful. And he gave me a gift. He gave me a crystal. I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Whatever this is, I'm just gonna take it, with me, and I really appreciate them. So like, there's a lot of remembrance. I feel like he also told me about what did I say? More of like what I've been doing in my Lemurian past life. He told me that I did a lot of legacy, and I was like, that was so strong. And I didn't know how am I going to take it with me. And he also told me that I have a I'm very discerning in terms of my decisions about life, which is does make a lot of sense. Like what I've been going through. I'm not just letting people into my life, to my energy, yeah, my aura. Um and yeah, it was just so strong. It's just, I would say, a little bit repetitive, but um the third time, the orbs and Alan was signaling me to look at my hands, and kid you not, my sensation got stronger and stronger as my aura got a little bit bigger in my hands. And you know what? I don't think they know their answers. So Maya guided me through what the universe, universe asked the universe, what is this all about? What is this? Why my hands are like glowing at this kind of level, and my sensation, man, I kid you not, it was just really intense. And you know what they said to me? They said golden flame. So that's what I just received that message. I was like, whoa, the
Wow.
the synchronicity from the people from my soul tribe to this reading. I was like, wow. So I feel like I'm gonna be using the golden flame energy to heal people in such way. So it's really, really beautiful experience. And in that moment, I feel like I'm done talking to Alan and to the elemental orbs. So I guided myself way back to the doorway again. And yeah, and
Yeah, that's amazing. And you know what I love about that is it's like you were already, it's like you were just, it's like a level of remembrance, but you were being activated, you know?
yes, yes, definitely. A lot of activation going on there,
Mhm.
especially in my hands. I was like, whew, very profound. It just happened, you know?
That is such a profound experience. And yeah, it's also, I like how you mentioned it's a little bit repetitive, but it's good because I think it allows you to kind of hear things from a different perspective. Because you could receive a message different, the same message in a way that's like gentle and easy, but then somebody comes with a little bit more like stern,
Yes.
like, but they love you. It's just it's like you kind of have to hear both vibrations to kind of
Yes,
truly
definitely.
experience that.
Definitely, definitely. I gotta have to like feel, this certain type of energy. They're very, very fun and very innocent. And then this one is like very serious, very profound. And then when it comes to Alan, he has his own energy and very profound too. But I feel like in a balanced way. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
I like
interesting.
that a lot. And I relate to that actually from my session simply because mine is about like the duality and they were very different but very similar in a sense because there's certain lessons that I'm trying to work on in this lifetime and it connected to those times. So that's great that it's able to help you in this lifetime and
Yes.
move forward, especially what led you initially anyway to even go to this session. So I'd say, anybody who's looking for answers, this is definitely a pathway you want to try because it's so amazing. Isn't it kind of interesting how quickly you can connect to that when she puts you into that? Yeah, I'm
Oh yes, definitely. It's really interesting because at first I was like having a hard time to go deep, and I was like, I don't know, why am I nervous? Maybe because there's other energy around me, because I feel like, yeah, but I have to get just going through it.
yeah,
Just let Maya guide you. That's what I just said to myself, like just let Maya guide you. Okay, you'll
beautiful.
be all right. I know you're gonna be all right. This is gonna be a very good experience for you. So it's very profound that Maya guide me all the way through this. Although it's kind of like, also I have to put it out there that it's kind of like hard um to basically like receive those messages from the spirit guides sometimes, but just kind of have to trust what you've been receiving from them. So yeah, that also too. So yeah, but she's really, really, really really guide me through on this.
Yeah, she does guide me very well. So when you were getting ready to write your chapter and working with Rada Publishing House, how was that process for you with working with them?
It was really interesting because that week and that Maya contacted me, um and my work, my my the matrix work kind of per se, closed down for like 2 weeks, so I had like plenty of time to work on my yeah, for my story, and for the infinite cosmic records. I just, yeah, I was like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I feel like this is the, I have to like include some other people there because they are the catalysts in the story. So yeah, this is a very profound experience. I have to put it out there. Sometimes like my Venus in Virgo kind of like goes into my way, so it's kind of like, oh, you know what, I just don't want to include this. Okay, okay, like, all right, but this is like my first time to like do be a co-writer in a book, so it's very profound because it's really interesting that this came to me, because me and my friend, we've been talking about this few months ago before the session happened, before Maya contacted me that she loves my story. You know what, I feel like you're gonna be writing a book, so it's kind of like manifested out there, like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, this is it, I just gotta have to take it. Yeah, this is probably I'm meant to do. So I gotta have to trust the universe, all the process, even though sometimes it could be a little bit frustrating, but I got it through.
That's wonderful. I love it. And it's going to be
Yeah.
exciting to read your chapter. Would you recommend this type of modality to anybody that's looking for guidance, and healing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would recommend this not just 100%, but 1,000%, because for those seekers out there,
Hmm.
don't doubt yourself. If you feel you're being called to do so, trust trust the energy, trust the feeling that you get.
Hmm.
Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a unique modality. I mean, Infinite Cosmic Records is it's so special. I was really blessed to have the opportunity to try it myself too. And now I can understand, having heard what you had to say, what that might have been like for you. But I just want to thank you so much for your time. And
You.
we'll be sure to link all the information down below on how you can reach Maya and get access to the Infinite Cosmic Records. And I wish you all the best and thank you.
You do the same. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.